Hidden deep in the heart of Tanzania lies one of Africa's greatest treasures, Ruaha National Park. Do you know that Ruaha National Park is larger than some entire countries, stretching across more than 20,000 square kilometers? It is nearly the size of New Jersey and twice the size of the Serengeti, yet one of the least visited. While millions of visitors flock to Africa's famous parks each year, only a tiny fraction discover Ruaha. It is Africa's best-kept secret, a land where the wilderness has remained raw, untamed, and astonishingly alive. Here, wild Africa still beats in its purest form. Ruaha is Tanzania's largest national park, with dramatic landscapes, winding rivers, and breathtaking sunsets. It is a sanctuary where nature remains untouched and wildlife thrives. Located in the southern heart of Tanzania, Ruaha is a park of contrasts. To the north, rolling savannas stretch into the horizon. To the south, rugged escarpments rise like ancient guardians. Scattered throughout are giant baobab trees, centuries old, towering like living monuments of Africa's history. The lifeline of the park is the Great Ruaha River. During the dry season, the shrinking waters draw together elephants, lions, antelopes, and birds, creating one of the most dramatic spectacles of survival on the continent. Unlike the Serengeti or Ngorongoro, where tourist vehicles crowd the plains, Ruaha offers solitude. Here, it feels as though the land belongs only to you and the wildlife. Despite its grandeur, Ruaha remains overlooked. Fewer tourists visit here than most of Tanzania's famous parks. This underappreciation has left conservation underfunded, and the park faces serious threats from poaching to climate change. Without awareness, the beauty of Ruaha risks fading into silence. But for all its wonders, Ruaha faces a silent crisis. Few outside Tanzania even know its name. Visitor numbers are only a fraction of those at the Serengeti. This lack of attention means fewer resources for conservation. The park is a critical habitat for elephants, yet poaching and habitat loss have pushed these giants into danger. Climate change has strained the Great Ruaha River, leaving animals more vulnerable in the dry season. Rangers patrol vast distances, often with limited equipment, facing the constant threat of heavily armed poachers. At the same time, local communities living near the park face poverty. For many, wildlife can seem more like competition for resources than a treasure to protect. Balancing human needs with conservation has become Ruaha's greatest challenge. If the world does not act, this wild paradise could vanish quietly, long before most people even know it exists. But Ruaha is no ordinary wilderness. It is a living mosaic of ecosystems where the African savanna meets Mihombo woodlands and the lifeline of the great Ruaha River cuts through the land. Here, over 570 species of birds fill the skies, making Ruaha paradise for bird lovers. It is home to the largest population of elephants in East Africa, along with lions, cheetahs, leopards, and the rare African wild dog. The seasonal migrations transform the land. As the dry season deepens, animals converge on the dwindling riverbanks. Predators and prey locked in an eternal dance of survival. Ruaha is a sanctuary of staggering biodiversity. With over 570 bird species filling the skies, brilliant lilac-breasted rollers, fish eagles, and rare hornbills. Mammals thrive here. Buffalo, giraffes, zebras, greater kudus with spiraling horns, and the elusive leopard. The park holds 10% of the world's lion population, making it one of the most important lion strongholds on Earth. The river is life itself. Crocodiles bask along its banks. The great Ruaha River. Hippos grunt in its pools, and elephants gather daily in a ritual of survival. During months, the river becomes a stage where predator and prey meet under desperate circumstances. Among Ruaha's treasures is the African wild dog, one of the world's most endangered carnivores. Unlike lions, wild dogs hunt cooperatively, their teamwork giving them extraordinary success. Witnessing a pack of wild dogs on the hunt is a scene few safari goers ever forget. Then comes the moment that steals your breath away. Few experiences compare to the raw magic of Ruaha. The day fades and the sky ignites in hues of orange and gold. Just picture this. Standing on a cliff as the sun melts into the horizon, painting the sky in crimson and gold, while below you, on the valley floor, elephants march in silence, occasionally trumpeting across the river valley, their silhouettes framed against the glowing horizon. A lion roars in the distance and the sound echoes across the plains. This is Ruaha, a place where time slows and nature reminds us of its raw magnificence. For a few fleeting minutes, you are part of something eternal. In that moment, you realize this is Africa, pure and untamed. But protecting Ruaha requires more than admiration. It is a mission of global importance. Rangers dedicate their lives, walking miles under the blazing sun to safeguard elephants and lions. They work tirelessly, battling poachers and educating communities. Conservation groups are striving to preserve the delicate balance of life here. International organizations partner with local communities, providing education and alternatives to poaching. Tourism, when sustainable, is one of the park's greatest allies, bringing funding, awareness, and hope for the future.
They are amazing animals.
Ecologists create jobs, and every visitor brings funds that directly protect wildlife. By choosing Ruaha, travelers contribute not only to conservation, but also to uplifting families who live alongside the park. The future of Ruaha depends on awareness. The more people who know its name, the stronger the chance that this wilderness remains unspoiled for generations to come. Ruaha National Park is not just Tanzania's hidden gem, it is Africa's best kept secret. A place of elephants and lions, rivers and biomass, where the heartbeat of nature still echoes stronger. But secrets are meant to be shared. By telling Ruaha's story, we can protect it. By visiting responsibly, we can support the rangers and communities who defend it. By remembering it, we ensure it lives on. If Ruaha has captured your imagination, share this video. Subscribe for more stories of Africa's hidden treasures, and join us in celebrating the wild places that keep our planets alive.